Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Brok'n Barstool podcast. Today, this studio that we have created is in the beautiful city of Salt Lake City, Utah, and we have some amazing guests, amazing episode. This is going to be the episode marking our 1-year anniversary being the Brok'n Barstool. Yeah. So, it's only fitting we bring back the OGs of the OG. And starting off, of course, my right-hand man, the one and only, Orlando Venegas.
What's up with everybody? Well, welcome back.
Welcome back. And, of course, being the 1-year anniversary, we have to bring back our very, very first guest. So happy to have you here, man. Juan, Fly Like Sword, how are you, bro?
Pretty good. Thanks for having me back, guys.
Absolutely ecstatic, man. And, of course, our number 2 guest that didn't make the cut till number 5 or 6. The big man in the bucket hat, Joey Dominguez. How you doing, bro?
Doing good. Thank you guys for having me back.
That's what's up, man. And of course, we have to round out this crew with the man, the myth, the legend, Rodrigo Juarez.
Yeah, there's Roy.
Absolutely, man. We're happy to have you here. No, man. So we're in Salt Lake City. Why the hell are we in Salt Lake City? Well, first and foremost,
Because you told us to.
because
I was kidnapped. I had to hitchhike, bro. Like, I ain't got no clothes.
because I sent a group message and I said, these are the dates you're getting off.
Yeah, pretty
Basically.
basically.
Told us to.
No, there's actually...
This was a demand, not voluntary.
Yeah, this wasn't an ask. No, this trip has been a long time coming. If you remember, a few episodes ago, we talked about going on more trips, more adventures, and bringing along more guests. This was one of the original ones that we had planned out that was derailed.
Yeah. We had this planned out actually at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
And
No, we started talking about this in December.
In
I
December.
remember,
It was planned for January.
Yeah.
Yes, it was planned for
It was just
January.
the weather went to shit.
No,
Well, it
just
wasn't
life.
weather. Yeah.
that life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of different things. And we finally got it put together, and we finally executed it. And this whole trip, man, the last week before going and finally taking off, I was so nervous that something was going to fuck up.
Any little thing.
Yeah.
Like, something was going to come up, dude, and it's like, oh, fuck, I can't go anymore.
Yeah, I can't go anymore.
Don't real.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was a little nerve-wracking, but I was super excited to have this planned out and have everything booked and paid for and making sure that we got you guys here. And I was just happy to have everyone here. But aside from just doing a travel podcast, I mean, we had to do something worth the content, right? Yeah. So we made this definitely, in my opinion, worth the cost and worth the trip. Orlando, what can you say about this trip?
Well, so far, the whole just finally getting all of us back together again after such a long time. I know we've been hanging out here and there, but not just like all of us collectively as a group.
Yeah, I think that's probably worth it in
Especially
its
for
own.
more than a few hours.
Oh, yeah.
That on its own is just amazing.
Yeah.
Having all of
I
us
agree.
together, hanging out.
I haven't seen these two in years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen since
Yeah,
high
dude,
school.
you're
That's
right.
right, that's
You're
right.
Not
right.
seen, like, yeah, it's been since you went to school.
The last time I seen Roy was on your guys' podcast when you went up to Moscow.
And I wasn't even
I wasn't even there.
I guess that's the last time I saw him.
I see Roy all the time on YouTube.
Yeah, you just look him up like, that's what he looks like. Bet.
No, man, but yeah, you're definitely right, Orlando. Just having you guys here collectively is, worth it in its own right. But we're not just gonna go to a different state and drink beers for, just for a podcast. No. We have to make our time here worth it, and that's exactly what I feel that we've done, and we're going to continue to do for the rest of this weekend. Orlando, how about you fill in the crowd with what we've had so far?
So let's see. We left Burley like at 8 in the morning?
Yeah.
On Friday morning. We headed up here. We had an Airbnb and everything. So we get it all checked in and everything. And let's see, what's the first thing we did? Oh, actually, before we even checked into the goddamn Airbnb, we did a mystery. Escape room.
Escape
Yeah,
room. That
we
shit
did a
was
freaking
dope.
escape room. and that was like a whim kind of thing.
Yeah,
Like, that was
we
not
literally-
planned at all.
Just walking
Plan,
down
bro.
the
That was-
mall and shit.
Yeah,
Kind
we're
of stumbled upon it.
and we just walked in to see if they were available.
Yeah.
And they were.
They're like, yeah, we
It
have
was super
we have an opening here in like 20 minutes. I'm like, we'll take it.
Yeah.
Well, all right, yeah.
I think that was like my first.
It was my-
That
Yeah,
was
it was my
all
first
of
escape
ours.
room.
The first
That was
time we done
super-
an
yeah,
escape
honestly,
room.
I don't know. I'm still bummed out about that stupid word surname. Okay. Surname.
Bro, we
Took
spent
us
like
30
half an
minutes.
hour
Okay,
hanging
you don't
Okay.
know the 7
Hold on. Nobody knows what you're talking about.
So like we're obviously not going to disclose the location.
Yeah.
Just because we don't want anybody else
ruin it for
yeah,
anyone
we don't
else.
want to ruin it for anybody. But the whole escape room, the whole experience, us working together to solve all these puzzles and riddles.
It was sick.
It was a lot of
sick.
fun.
Fun. I would definitely recommend it for any other group of friends.
I was kind of honestly, my first impression was like, this is gonna be kind of weird because of how theatrical the actors
Yeah,
were.
I
For real.
agree. I agree with the video, the startup video, and then even after that, I was like, you guys really freaking like
You
take
got
this serious.
seriously.
Like, all right, damn.
I was like, oh geez.
That's what added to it for me. I was like, all right, dude, these guys are taking it seriously. They love what they're doing. Let's see what they got. And it
That
paid
was
off.
cool too.
Yeah.
Almost cracked the code.
Yeah.
I wanted to see you on that horse, homie. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I wanted to see that.
he was supposed to ride a horse. Roy was supposed to ride a horse.
We
No.
decided I was gonna put on a suit and
Yeah.
then ride a horse out to the center and just
Pretend to be Zorro, wasn't it? He was the
Yeah.
decoy.
Yeah. So okay, just as like a precursor, we had so much riding on Roy. we straight up we're like putting all of our chips on black. We're putting all of our chips on Roy.
And guess what? That bitch landed on red.
Absolutely.
And we're
Well,
like,
okay. I
we're
mean,
like hands in on Big Brain.
That didn't work.
Yeah.
but no, all of us had our moment, or all of us actually, we figured out that last bit on that puzzle. All of us, I feel like all of us did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's
So
that?
I mean, the gist of the escape room is exactly the name. So they put you in a room and you have to solve various puzzles that are themed to a specific theme. And as you solve one at a time, you get you get closer and closer to being able to actually escape the room. And being a themed thing, it's all theatrical, and the characters play a part, and it's really, really cool because
So well put together.
very
that
well
was
put together.
really cool.
Honestly, and then if we think about it too, like the hints that were there, like either there were hints to help us or to derail us or whatever it was, like just figuring it out in general was just like super freaking awesome.
Yeah,
time.
dude, it was
I
sick.
enjoyed it. The moment we started, our brains were working. Like,
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, no, it was cool. So we had that to start off our weekend.
We did not complete it. We did not escape.
On the last
That's
one.
why I said that bitch
We-
landed on red.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying. Surname.
We got to the last puzzle.
I really hope
and
they
we
changed
ran out of time. Like we were pretty close. That's pretty impressive for us for the first time.
Yeah,
Yeah, first,
nobody,
no experience.
Nobody has ever tried an escape room before, so I was pretty impressed with how.
Chingao,
far
we would have died though. I'll tell you what. We would have died. But we did not.
Yeah,
They had mercy on us.
They had mercy.
yeah. No, it was a good deal, and it was completely like by accident that we fell upon this place, and they were just happened to be available, and so it was a good way to start the weekend.
Yeah,
100%.
I think so.
But I think for people going into escape rooms, definitely try to plan or have money put aside because it's not cheap.
It is not.
Yeah, it was not cheap, but that's okay. We kind of budgeted for it, so
Yeah, we had a budget to make sure that we had some cushion here. But let's go into our next step of this weekend.
What else did we do, Lando?
oh we made dinner.
Yes. So it's one thing to go out and experience the town and go to some local restaurants or whatever, which I think is absolutely amazing.
Oh yeah, we did. But we
which
did go
we
to that
did.
ramen place.
Which
yeah.
we did.
Oh yeah.
That ramen place with the sake.
Sake?
And everything?
Oh.
Oh, that
Yeah.
was actually pretty sick.
Eat your heart out, bro. I had a fucking rager.
Dude, this is what I'm saying, man. So I don't know what the public's perception of Salt Lake is. Maybe it's ruined because of Mormons or whatever. Not saying anything negative about that, but maybe that is the public's view of Salt Lake City. But this is a bang up town, dude. Like
Yeah, it's
It
pretty.
really
they
is.
have so much going on, and like so much to offer: nightlife, food, culture, all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Pretty diverse.
No, yeah.
Yeah, it's
absolutely.
very diverse.
Honestly, and you're really right, because like just the outlook of it and stuff. When I think of Salt Lake, I don't think of anything like I'm gonna go on there and have like I'm gonna go do stuff or whatever it is. I think of Utah as a whole. Salt Lake, West Jordan, Sandy, wherever the fuck
And
you
Moab.
are. I think
Moab,
I
yeah, you wanna really
just
spend
think of Utah, and I'm like, oh, these guys are just sticks in the mud. They got 2% alcohol. I mean,
The law has changed.
It's
Yeah,
slowly
so-
changing, but yeah.
yeah. So I mean, just coming out here and then seeing these. I mean, just the clubs in Utah, dude. Like, yeah,
Yeah, that was actually
bro.
pretty cool.
That blew my mind. I was like, I did not know like people in Utah did stuff like this. Like this, it's pretty cool. Like,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna
Getting
lie.
down, bro. I saw Joe hit the size.
Yeah. The size.
No, so that was actually
Later
after having a barbecue.
Yeah,
Barbecue.
we got like a full on Mexican,
Yeah.
grill. Like we had carne asada, we made arroz, we did everything, all of it from scratch.
Yeah, and that was another badass thing that we can do, bringing these guys around. It's like, having a barbecue with your friends, having a couple beers. It's a good time. It's a good time, and it just adds to the experience. And then, of course, we have to end on a little bit of a high note for our first night here. So we ended up deciding to go to a couple of, I guess just one of the many clubs that downtown Salt Lake has to offer. So we experienced their nightlife, and I will tell you guys, it is insane. It is not what I expected at all, especially on an Easter weekend.
Yeah.
They got down.
Yeah.
got
100%.
fucking
People
down.
were getting
100%,
down. I've
dude,
never
like-
seen someone throw a party at a club for a divorce.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was
And
a
then-
divorce party.
It was a
bro.
divorce party
bro.
and a
And
21st
the
birthday.
21st.
Yeah, that was-
people were getting down. I'm like, all right, I can get behind this.
Shout out
Oh,
to
yeah.
the DJ there.
Shout out to the
shout out
DJ.
Shout out to the chick that went up there and was showing them cheeks, bro. Like, I was like, damn, I was in the wrong spot.
Dude, she was that same girl. She was fighting another girl.
Oh yeah,
Oh, is that the one
That,
that
I was
That's-
the one that was fighting.
That's why she did it, because she's like, haha, you can't come up here, check out what I'm doing.
Oh,
Because
no
that girl got up there, it was like some random girl from the crowd that like some dude helped her up, and she was dancing, and while the other girl was talking to the DJ, she turned around like, hey, like, what the fuck are you doing on my stage, kind of shit, and they like started getting in each other's face. I don't know what I saw the word bitch, and I knew that that's what they were saying. They were calling each other back and forth, and then they eventually kicked her off the stage. But she was like doing gestures at her, and she was like shaking her butt, and it was like kind of one of those things, like being
I
petty.
was ready to see
Oh.
some blows.
Yeah, I thought
That would have been really
waiting for
fun.
the pay-per-view,
Honestly, bro.
but it
I mean,
never
with the
happened.
drinks, I mean, other than the price of them drinks.
Okay,
Okay.
they were a little
Got a point,
expensive.
yeah.
Yeah, they're a
Yo,
tad
like-
expensive. I mean, yeah. This, if you're used to city prices, you're fine.
I guess.
If you come
well, dude,
to,
I don't even know what to reference to it, because we
Hon-
didn't go to any other club or bar.
I get, yeah, that's true. Well, okay, so
it was just
today,
expensive.
We just went to that one, and we had that
But-
that one where it was only like $36 for like however many drinks. So I think it was like the club experience plus the gratuity that they add onto your stuff, and I'm not sure if that's every single
that
time.
one club was two technically connected.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it was Rouge and Echo.
It was
Karma.
Karma, and Echo.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I'm thinking of
I don't know how the prices varied, but when I bought me and you the Jack and Coke, it was $20-something, and I don't know how much you spent on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about the same.
Yeah, for the Coronas.
The Coronas were
No, for the
$30.
Yeah, Roy bought that.
Yeah.
But I mean, regardless,
It's still kind of
it's pricey.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is like, as much as the nightlife is exciting or whatever,
Big city prices, dog.
big city prices come in with an open pocketbook for sure. But that is that's how we ended that night. We made it home, and honestly, it was like unplugging a light. It was unplugging a lamp right there. It was lights out, dead to the world until the alarm went off
3
this
hours
morning.
later.
Yeah.
3 hours later, it was 3 hours later.
Because when I set the alarm, it said 3 hours and 30 minutes later.
Yeah, he had his for 7:30, and I had mine for 8. And then
You
he stayed
slept
out. Dude,
through
you
it.
were out in minutes.
I
I stayed
know.
for another hour.
I was up
and
for
I was
30
like,
plus
oh, no.
hours, dog. What
Yeah.
you
It's
say?
not good.
I was up for 30 plus hours, man. What do you expect?
Yeah. Yeah, you were worried about going to sleep too. You're like, man, I work nights. I can't sleep tonight. I was like,
It was the.
oh, hopefully you can, because I'm about to sleep. So good luck.
Good luck. Oh yeah,
Dude.
fucking Joe snores up a fucking storm.
Yeah, I sound like I'm dying apparently.
Yeah. It caused a little bit of worry on the way here. He fell
Oh
asleep.
yeah. On the drive
On
here.
the way up.
On the drive here, because I think Roy
fighting
was
for his
asleep
life.
at the point, and I'm chilling in the back, and then there's another seat. Like there's a
third row.
seat.
Yeah.
And that's where Joe is chilling. All of a sudden, I just hear, and I'm like,
Gasping.
oh shit, Joe. And he's like, and I'm like, oh my fucking god.
Bro, he's fighting for his life in those dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah. In
No.
video games, I have to fight gravity. In real life, I need to fight my fucking lungs. Like I need to breathe.
Should probably get that check.
No, that was
That was a crazy first
fucking
day.
hilarious.
Yeah, they say it'll only affect me till it kills me. So
Dude, at least you got that to look forward to.
If I'm gonna go out, it's gonna be sleeping.
yeah.
No, so that's how we ended our first night here in Salt Lake. Waking up, getting ready. The first thing that we did is we went to was it Rancho Market? Rancho
Oh yeah, you
Market.
guys went over there, yeah.
And again, you know, the boys getting ready and cooking breakfast together.
Oh yeah,
That was sick. We made huevos con chorizo and we had some coffee. We got some Mexican bread. It was basically like a quintessential Mexican breakfast with some tortillas and some frijoles, and it was good, and it was exactly what we needed to get us going for the day. Yeah.
Some cerveza también.
And then,
That morning beer.
oh yeah.
That morning coffee.
Yeah, no.
And then we got to one of the bigger things we had planned for the
Yeah,
weekend.
one of the big pinpoints on this checklist was, of course, all of our very first brewery tour,
Badass.
official brewery tour. Orlando, where did we go?
We went to Epic Brewing.
He's repping the clothing.
Yeah, take
Oh,
a
yeah.
gander, Goose.
Yeah, that sweater.
Right there, right above his titty. But yeah, no, the Epic Brewing out of Salt Lake City, Utah, an amazing brewery, an amazing experience, great service. It was just a badass time. Like honestly, if you guys are gonna be in the area, I recommend it. But
Facts.
Oh,
don't just take this recommendation right now. Let us explain it a little bit. It was first of all, it's cheap,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
and our host was knowledgeable. He answered the questions to his best of his ability and answered just about everything that we had. And he was just a chill dude. He gave off some pretty good vibes, and he was just happy dude, and it was all a positive experience. But it was one of those things that, as the Brok'n Barstool, I felt like we would have gotten to at one point or another. But I'm happy and I'm surprised that it took this long. But I'm just happy that we have done it.
Yeah, it was super cool going back there and looking behind the scenes on just
Seeing how it's all made,
how
bro.
these end up on this table, right?
Exactly.
It's super simple. It's just things fluctuate. It's nuts.
It's so different knowing how different water and how water plays a huge part in this.
Oh,
The
yeah.
softer water, the harder water, different minerals and shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. No.
Reverse
He.
osmosis.
Yeah.
like I
Osmosis
said-
Jones.
I'm over here like I didn't really graduate on time, so that's kind of like, what are you talking about, dog?
Yeah, when I used to clean windows, I know we had soft water, and they're like, reverse osmosis. And he said that, and I was like, oh, damn, where's my squeegee? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, but I legit, I did not know that they used soft water, like legitimate soft water.
There was water chemistry involved with the different brewings of beers.
Yeah, I thought it was just like they had purified water, and that's just what they worked with. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that they pulled the chlorine, the minerals, and stuff like that. I didn't know they did like reverse osmosis. I didn't know they did like freaking water chemistry before, you know, to
Yeah.
make this one
What
ingredient.
I thought was
you know
really
what
cool
I'm
is
saying?
they recycle the minerals. and
Oh, if they needed to
reuse
make
them.
hard water,
Yeah.
yeah, I thought that was super cool too.
I was reading some of the chemicals, not even like bad chemicals, but like the kind of things that they use to mix. So I was like, oh, interesting. Let me look what this does. oh shit, this component does this and reacts this way. Okay, cool.
Dude, it was a whole
Big brain.
Big brain.
Big brain.
School would never.
Yeah, so even I don't have like this big knowledge on beer, craft beer. You know, I see a beer.
It's interesting though, isn't it?
And
Yeah,
it kind of
it
breaks
really
it down
is.
for you.
Yeah.
And it actually made me have a better understanding and a deeper appreciation of the process.
That's exactly.
So-
I agree. I agree with that. That's the same thing that I had mentioned to him. That now that we had gone through the tour and we were going through a taste test, he had given me the vocabulary that I was looking for to be able to better describe some of these beers. It gave me the words for the product, and that's something that I didn't have before. Just like Roy said, it was like, oh, it clicks, like it makes sense now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
we were
appreciate
able to smell the hops, so you could distinguish like having smelt and even tasted it.
Yeah.
Oh, and then
Some
the
of
time
some
you
of
put
the
it in too.
ingredients.
Yeah.
At what time you put it in when it's in its process.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that blew my mind. I honestly,
Yeah. Now it
Same
gives
here,
you a bigger
honestly.
appreciation for the craft beer that we drink.
100%. Because I mean, like, yeah, porters, lagers. I mean, coming to find out, a lot of the different styles of beer that we thought they were just come down to lager and porter, in technicalities.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The yeast.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, like you said. So I mean, just like the fact that like things are so different, or so many different flavors, and like they're just brewed so differently, and it comes down to just 4 fucking ingredients, blows my mind, dude. Like
Name
the
'em.
fact you can
Name
water, yeast, malt, and water, yeast, malt, and what was that? Carbonation? No, not carbonation. Fucking that happens naturally. Hops? Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
hops.
I was trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So yeah, that's water, hops, malts, and yeast, and those are the 4 components that are in every beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, just different ratios.
Different ratios, different strains of hop, different kinds of yeast, different amounts, different flavor additives is like fruit and other things,
And the biggest
And then
thing
the
is
water.
like the different waters.
and water.
The
Yeah.
water, I didn't think water would have made that much of a difference. Honestly.
yeah.
Honestly, yeah, same here. If he was talking about like Belgium stuff, because I didn't know that they use soft water for Belgium, and then honestly, it's something I'm gonna pay attention to now to see if it's like a solid difference just in like just how
If
it
you're
is.
lying.
Yeah.
See, if you I did my work. I went to school.
so the little seeds we were
That was
are
malt.
malts.
malts.
The malts,
So,
yeah.
and it was interesting the comparison with like how it's cooked to arrive to a different type of taste. So
Yeah, how
Oh,
they
yeah.
roasted.
The
They
ones
roasted,
we
yeah.
had were lightly roasted.
Slightly roasted, and then they had the really roasted, darker ones to give the
That's- I think
the
put in the
darker,
stout or
the darker.
something.
No, so
orange
first
port.
remember first they germinate them. So they harvest it from the
Oh, yeah.
field,
Yeah.
and
Give
then
it,
they
like,
germinate it. So they begin to crack, almost like they're growing. The seed is growing.
And that's what
Yeah.
they
And
roast
then
them.
they
roast
roast
them,
them.
yeah.
So it's like, I'll give you life, and then I take it away. But yeah, and that's all the stuff. I mean, it's almost disgraceful for how much I enjoy and I love craft beer. And I mean, I'm happy
oblivious to
that I'm
the
learning.
actual-
Yeah, but there's a lot that goes into it, man.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah, it really is. I think it was just super interesting to be in that and freaking see their stuff. If you're like, I know me and Juan were talking about it. If you're like involved or like in any milk dairy stuff, it's pretty similar to like the dairy room with how they're transferring like, the silos and everything. They're not super like the same basically and stuff like that, but super similar concept. So. I mean, yeah. If you have a chance to go to like a brewery and shit like that, take a tour. I definitely,
I'd highly
I'm
recommend.
super grateful for the
Yeah.
fact that these guys were able to take us on that, because that was just
Yeah.
such an awesome experience.
It was, man. It was.
It was really, really cool. I'd recommend that.
100%. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I'd go again.
You know-
Easy to the same place, learn the same shit.
Yeah, Say,
That man's got away with
Interesting
words,
to
bro.
see how that changes because they couldn't give it to us from like beer.
yeah.
Where they made it. So
Yeah.
they had to go from a bottle.
You know what's interesting though is that they couldn't do anything on draft here because of Utah laws.
That's
kind of
Because of
strange.
Utah laws, we couldn't try anything on tap.
On tap.
Dude, that
That's
that
just weird.
blew
man.
my
Yeah,
mind.
Because like we're used to like out in Idaho, just everything's on tap.
Everything's on tap. over
And
there.
there's no alcohol restriction.
yeah.
Not really,
Yeah.
yeah. There's
But there's no ABV restriction. But
The land of the free.
but something that's commonly known, but it's actually a misconception now. Commonly known that Utah does have ABV restrictions, but they bumped it from 2% alcohol by volume to 5%. So now 5% alcohol by volume is the max that they can have.
Draft, right?
Draft and canned.
Draft and can. Okay.
Anything else you have to get from a liquor store.
Or directly from the brewery.
Or,
isn't
yeah,
it?
like
Yeah.
he said,
Yeah.
yeah.
Or directly from the brewery.
Like he
yep.
said, most of this stuff they can't sell in stores.
But
Yeah.
you get
But
directly
you can
from
get them from liquors or
Liquor stores or from.
directly through their
Okay.
store.
Yep.
That blows my mind. Like in
Yeah.
general. Like, yeah. I always heard about people like buying beer and they're just like, oh, you're just buying water, you know, in a sense. And I honestly totally forgot about it. Every time, I mean, I guess just in this last time, it would have really sucked if we would have spent more money on shit and not got drunk. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
I guess that's one way to look at it.
yeah,
But-
I mean, either way, I'm
Yeah,
super glad they bumped it
you
up.
expect to catch a buzz.
Yeah, at very least, you know.
What I thought was cool is they also do like special.
All their
Oh, yeah.
specialty stuff is really cool.
I think there's
They
on
make
this-
custom stuff.
they
Yeah.
make-
The son of
No, that's
not the son of the Baptist, but the other one, the harder one. How it is
Oh, it
coffee
was
and chocolate.
Yeah.
I think
The
that's
big
really
bad.
cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The one that Roy got too, I wanted to try, but I'll have to try my own. The pumpkin one. I thought that's really really cool.
Yeah, well, you guys can have that.
Yeah,
one.
that pumpkin one. There was.
I'll
other
try
ones.
it,
Is
but
it
I'm
not,
not a
like,
big
little
pumpkin
spices in
fan.
Yeah, and then I think everybody heard my opinion on about the pumpkin one last time. So but they're not bad. I mean,
It's
the
off-season
pumpkin beer,
for
if it's like the
one, man.
last
You
one,
gonna have
it's
it.
It
not
is.
bad.
Pumpkin
It's not-
is off season right now
Yeah,
too.
it just wouldn't be something that I'd sit there and continue.
What
with.
if I lived that off-season life?
Then that's all.
Above the
So,
north.
if you don't want to wipe your ass after your shit, that's your choice.
See, that's different though.
No, it comes down
Anyway.
to choices.
All right.
Diapers.
All right, fucking skid
I
marks.
guess that depends. Huh?
Let's crack some of these
Yeah,
beers
let's
and
do
let's
it.
get to talking about
Oh well, I kind
About this stuff.
down on this one.
where are we going first, Orlando?
I think we'll do the tropical IPA.
Tropical IPA.
Which no, I just leave that one in there.
Okay.
I got you.
These are for show.
Tropical IPA.
That sounds pretty good though. Like, and the taste testing while we were doing, man, was just
Really fun. It was
Really
really
fun.
fun. I like that.
And these beers we bought on site of the brewery, so they're as freshly canned as you can possibly get.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They showed us the bottling thing that they
Oh,
the whole process.
the
I mean, it
bottling,
was super
really,
freaking
really
cool.
cool.
Start to finish. They didn't brew anything for us. That would have been cool. But
yeah, it's 'cause
That would have been badass.
That would've
Okay.
been
Well, it's
super
because we
cool.
went on a weekend and they said
Oh, they don't brew on
they don't
weekends.
brew on weekends.
That's
but
right.
they had a batch already
Fermented.
Ready. Yeah, they had
Yeah.
already ready. So he was gonna we taste tested.
speaking
that
about that, I didn't know, dude. Freaking while it's fermenting and stuff. What was it?
Oh,
they had like 40 BB or whatever it was.
Bro,
like-
I thought that was pretty cool.
barrels.
Yeah, like when you were saying how they were fermentating, they had a bucket of water with
And
the
it was
hose,
blowing
and it was breathing.
Yeah, it's
hard.
yeah, it's expelling all the carbon dioxide.
I
That's
thought
a
that was
byproduct
super
of
cool. I
the
thought that was
yeast
cool.
eating
Yeah,
the
I
sugars.
thought that was really cool,
creating
bro.
alcohol.
That bucket was going to town. It was
Yeah,
just
how much
bubbling
air was coming?
hard.
I didn't realize. Well, I guess on top of that too, it is inflated more since it was such a big
Yeah.
fermenter for us. But how much air is expelled during like while it's fermenting and stuff like that blows my mind. I didn't know it was breathing that fucking hard. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty hard.
And the types of fruits that they like.
That
Oh, and then yeah.
how they react to the yeast.
Yeah, and how the yeast, the different sugars, how it was the fruit sugars compared to the hop sugars, how it took longer for fruit sugars, or they had to add the enzyme to help with the fruit flavors and
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah.
that, or compared to the
Yeah.
hops where it's different and shit like that.
Yeah, where they add that bacteria that creates that sour taste when when
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
burn
dude, that's,
sour.
it blows my mind. Like the
Yeah.
fact that they did stuff
That's
like,
why
or
you
like
like
just
to.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's like
Super
adding sugar,
cool.
you know.
yeah.
It's
Squeezing
it's
the
crazy.
limon into there. I hope this works.
And honestly, and like you said, like, and that would me thinking like if they're gonna make a sour flavor, they're just gonna add more sour flavor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not even what they do
Yeah,
at all.
it's straight up
not-
chemistry.
Yeah,
There's
it's-
a whole science that I wasn't ready for.
Yeah, straight up. They put something in that's probably not sour with not sour, and it makes sour. You're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, they
And
should
you're
have yelled "Big Brain" before they.
like, Mega Mind.
Yeah.
Mega Mind.
All right, man. I'm excited to try this. Let's do this. All right, Joe. I
Sorry,
guess-
that was a
All right.
I've been shooting the gun all weekend.
Dude,
Like,
jumping the gun.
jumping the. Yeah, whatever you prefer, because I could be shooting.
Hold on.
We're opening it hard as fuck. Chill out.
Dude, that's got a smooth smell to it.
He's like, oh yeah, we're waiting.
I smell. I catch quite a bit of a pineapple in this bitch already.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah, I'm
So it's
cheers.
like can't really reach.
Okay.
I'll read-
Cheers, 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 cheers.
Yeah, clank, 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 clank.
Ooh,
Oh, dude, that is smooth.
That's sour.
that is sour.
Yeah,
That's
I
one
like
of their
it.
sours for sure.
I like it.
Ooh.
Tropical hops, slightly
So-
sour.
So I'd like to say first, I am a bitch when it comes to IPAs, and you guys know this, but I want more of this.
Yeah, that's a good sign.
Facts.
Like this is smooth.
Yeah, even though it has that
Expands the
sour
palate.
note, I'm not somebody who like gravitates towards tart and sour.
I do with food, but not with beer.
Oh, okay, I should. Yeah, beer. Okay,
Yeah.
specifically sour and tart beer. No, that's not what it. This advertises itself. Tropical hops, slightly sour. I think it explains it perfectly. It's slightly sour. The citrus from it. You know what I'm saying? Like this is really nice. Like the sour is not overbearing. It doesn't cause my jaw to get that.
It doesn't linger either.
Yeah,
it's
no,
just all
it's
smooth.
and on top of that, for being an IPA with the hops, it's not super dry.
No.
Yeah, it's really.
I expected once I got that sour. I was expecting dry, and then just the flavor to start mellowing on my tongue. It's not at all what happened. It was I got the flavor, nice citrus.
Almost
I
like
got-
how you would expect with a cider.
yes,
yeah.
yes,
There you go.
fact, yeah, 100%. Like, yeah, no, yeah. This is like for me, like the apple cider. Like this is like an apple cider for me.
Except it's pineapple.
I
I just get the
Okay.
like
yeah.
and enjoying it apple cider. You get the apple, cinnamon, you got some lemon type stuff like that. I get the citrus. I get you don't get a lot of pine or a lot of green from this one,
No.
It's not earthy.
No, it's not anything
not
else.
at all. But it's got
Very light malt.
yeah, it's very
Yeah.
light. It's very light. It's refreshing. It's something that I could honestly I could drink another one like
It-
right
it
after this.
definitely
I can
lets the,
change. I can chain smoke these things. You know?
I think I found my new addiction.
Out of 10,
I give it a solid 8.
an 8.
Yeah, 5 being
Orlando.
average.
I'll give it a 7.
What are you picking up on it?
Definitely the yeast and the hops are taking over on this one for sure.
Yeah.
Versus everything else.
With a hint of
Yeah.
pineapple.
Do you know? I agree with you. It's that whatever chemical concoction that makes it sour, right? It's hitting heavy. And what I got from this is it's obviously a sour, so
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
get that sour. And then the fruit flavor is very, very light. And I mean the fruit that I'm picking up is pineapple. It's but for me the pineapple is more aromatic than it
Yes.
is
Yeah,
than
flavor.
it is palatable. Other than that, it is an easy drinking beer. It's, I mean, not the carbonation that I normally prefer. It is a little
Yeah,
bit.
it's not Sprite.
Yeah. Well, I don't want super carbonated, but I think it's a little on the higher end
Oh,
of
it is.
carbonation than
100%.
what I usually choose. But I think it's a well composed beer. It's put together in a way that the different notes really play on each other.
Yeah.
So it's a well put together beer. I definitely think this is suitable for like a on the water vibe.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Fucking going on the boat, fucking doing
Yeah.
like honestly, yeah, just going to the river. Honestly, this is something I bring to the cookout. This is something I bring to,
the cookout.
Christmas.
He's got a point.
This is something I bring to fucking Easter. This is like, and it's not heavy. Like it's not heavy
This
at
is
all.
something
No.
I would honestly open after like doing yard work.
Yeah, this is almost a soda. And for you who don't say that,
It's
this
not
is almost
sweet.
a pop.
It's not
yeah, it's
sweet.
not. It's not.
It's
No,
not
that's not what I'm
sweet.
saying.
There's
I'm
no
not. I'm not
sweetness.
saying like as in like the flavor. What I'm saying is the drinkability.
Ah.
Okay, so like,
Ah.
yeah, you pop this open and you drink it just like I would a Sprite, a Dr Pepper, something like that. Honestly, if
Suck them back some orange juice.
Yeah, some orange juice. I was about
Some
that
mimosas
apple.
that I never got a taste on the way here.
Well, not my fault.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, man.
Anyway, let's move on.
Did you already give yours?
Nah, not yet.
Oh,
We
yeah.
could go.
Give your
8.
rating.
What was yours?
Oh, my rating? I'll give it a 7.
Roy, what do you give it?
8.
8.
8.
So the first thing is exactly what Joe said. In like the social context or like just hanging out, kicking back.
Sociable.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is something like you can just sip on and just
You could
wait
sip
on.
or slam.
You can
Sipper
slam.
slam.
You could
You can
sip or
sip or
slam.
slam this, yeah, for sure, 100%.
Y'all are hosting a carne asada at your guys' house, your crib.
Yeah.
We'll grab
Yeah,
some
oh,
snack.
yeah. This would have this would have been awesome. I would have preferred this over that fucking Weiser we had.
We had Modelo's too.
I had that too, but I mean, I'm saying Weiser.
Anyway, do you have
I
anything?
give it a 8.
An 8. Is there anything that stood out to you that you'd like to add?
The tropical notes, the fruity notes.
Do you think? What were you picking up from it? Was it more aromatic? What did you smell? What did you taste?
I tasted more of the fruits. It's really
What
fruity.
could you pick out of fruit?
Or is it just like?
It honestly, the pineapple does kind of stick out to me, and maybe it's because the word was thrown out there.
Oh yeah,
Honestly, that's why I like
I'm
to
the
throw
same
out
way. I get
citrus.
influenced.
Yeah, that's why I throw out citrus because
I got
it's
mangoes.
anything acidic like lime,
Yeah.
lemon, pineapple.
Yeah.
It lets the acidity come through a little bit more.
Yeah, orange.
And it's not very sour either. So it's
Oh, yeah.
sour.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
sour, but it's
I
not
tried-
like
I tried
overbearing.
super
Yeah.
sour.
Fact.
I tried medium sour. This is like light sour.
Yeah, this ain't no lemon head. Freaking.
Yeah.
Some fucking warheads.
So,
Yeah. Oh,
Oh god.
don't even talk.
God
that,
damn.
I remember that brings me flashbacks from freaking
He's got
elementary school, bro. Like,
PTSD.
Alrighty, Juan, what do you give it?
So you guys know I'm not really big on beer, and I'm definitely a bitch when it comes to IPAs. Like I'll stand that out. I can't stand IPAs. I got a bitch taste when it comes to IPAs, but this.
That's why we keep bringing you back.
So you guys just like. I bet I'm gonna make a diss track. No, but,
Make a diss track.
but
The bombs at the Brok'n Barstool. Anyway,
short and stout. No,
Fuck you.
damn.
which nobody likes.
No, but for someone like me who's not really a big fan of IPAs, I think this would be like a really good entry level IPA.
Yeah.
And for that, I probably like 8.5.
Okay, I want to. I
like that. I like that.
It's a really good entry
'cause
level.
In reality, if I would have, my first IPA was so fucking
Bitter.
tart and fucking dry. I did not want to fucking try another IPA. The only reason I liked it because it didn't taste like regular beer. Like the fucking citrus and the pine, the earthiness I got from it.
It just
was a
overpowered
different
you, huh?
experience. No, that's what I liked. What I didn't like was how the dryness. It was like a dry wine, and then I didn't like how tart it was. I didn't like. I don't know, tart mixed with dry mouth is not cool.
it makes you salivate and makes you.
It wasn't like an enjoyable
But
experience.
here's something that I want to point out that Juan said is none of us in our description acknowledge the fact that it is in fact an IPA.
Yes.
And in what you would expect from an IPA, bitter. And it is the
It's
complete
far from-
opposite
it's
from
far
that.
from bitter, man.
No, I agree with you.
And does anyone know how much? Oh yeah, Utah Special 4.8%.
No
Yeah,
wonder I like it.
yeah. They're
It
like,
doesn't
well,
fucking hurt.
limit's 5. Let's go just under.
They made this for me because I'm a bitch.
No, but
Do they have the what are they called?
Man, you finished that.
And it was
already,
like-
huh? You're holding
it
it
was
silently
like-
so confidently.
It was like I
It's
mentioned
scary.
earlier, so it was the stout that we tried at the brewery,
We have- which one?
and so that was like an entry drink.
Oh,
for me,
okay, the
too.
last one. Oh, that's the
Yeah.
one. Okay.
Yeah.
And so
Bro.
I could see myself with that drink in mind exploring.
Yeah. From
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. No. I 100% like with you. Like you said. Like if I had this as my first IPA, I would have thought that IPA is one of my favorite beers because this doesn't taste like a Bud. If you're an American and you only drink American beers, this is not going to taste like what you think a beer tastes like. If you are experienced with an IPA, you'll get some relative, and shit like that. But no, if this was my first IPA, this would probably be like my main.
Yeah.
In all reality, I like double IPAs from Oregon and shit like that. But
I like IPA. Like I mentioned at the brewery, I'm really on IPAs, citrus IPAs.
yeah,
Citrus IPA.
So I do like the earthy bitterness, but I like to cut that with the sweetness or an acidity from orange or grapefruit.
yeah, this just does a really good job of being a really
Good
IPA.
Good
Yeah,
entry level.
good entry level IPA.
Yeah, entry level. This is a perfect entry level IPA.
Who's next? Orlando?
I think it's a new
I heard
beer
you
time,
guys.
no?
No, yeah. We already went around the table, so we can do this one of two ways. I don't know how far you guys are down on your beers, but
I already finished mine.
oh damn, I'm slacking. I should stop jaw wagging so much.
Yeah, I want to get on to the next one.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was leaning towards. I don't know if you guys want to go to the next one,
Yeah.
or do you want to talk about what we got planned for the rest of the weekend?
Not yet.
I think
Not
we
yet?
can get to
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Not yet.
I chugged it, so.
that. Yeah, I think that would have been.
See,
a good
I would
plan to
have
start.
normally chug an IPA, but
Chug it,
this is
chug
awesome.
it,
And this guy don't drink
chug
IPAs,
it,
this
chug
guy
it,
don't
chug it.
So like I said, I don't normally drink IPAs, but I chug this.
That's
This
what
is
I,
God.
dude, it's a really good IPA. I would have, it took me a while. The same thing with stouts and IPAs. It's
an acquired
actually, Yeah, I was
taste,
gonna say actually just beer in general is an acquired taste. But once you get past regular ass beer and you get to that high, like freaking super thick stout heavy or freaking IPAs, Donka. I mean, another one. Okay.
Oh no,
It is another IPA.
You're gonna hurt me, aren't you? You
I
fucking
hope not.
sadist.
That
This,
one set the bar up really.
This
fucking
we
high.
had it earlier actually though.
Well, we're doing this.
the
We're
second one
doing
we
this the
tried.
right way, though. The way that what's his name again? I want to give him a shout out.
Gus.
Gus at.
Epic Brewing.
Gus at Epic Brewing.
You could have just looked at his sweater too.
His
Well,
cheeches. Hey, we got the right
Bro,
hand
Gus.
man with the logo on his left titty.
If I ever meet you again, guys, just know you're a bad motherfucker.
And it's out of
Straight, bro.
Colorado.
Fucking awesome,
bro, he's
awesome vibes.
No, this is the name of it.
guy, dude.
It's the name of it. Yeah, Escape to Colorado IPA. This is the next
Oh,
one.
isn't this the one that they?
I hope there's a huge nugget.
because
Here.
he also
This is the one they made specifically for that.
yeah. Remember he said that they opened up a brewery too in Colorado.
In Colorado.
Oh,
Yeah.
and this is the one they asked for permission to sell out or sell other places.
Yeah, because they made it.
No, I thought that was
I thought
Los
it was-
Locos.
Yeah, it was Los
Locos. That was Los
Yeah,
Locos.
okay,
the
'cause,
one
yeah.
I had that me, Joey, and Roy were drinking before we started,
Yeah.
which is a really good one because it's like a Corona on next level. It
Yeah.
already comes limed and salted. Bro.
That bitch right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not over lime and not over salt.
No, and I
No,
love
it
that.
comes. It
And
comes
there,
good.
a lot of beers do that. There either be like too much salt or too much lime. And
Like the Bud Light
or it'd be
Lime.
like artificial.
Bud Light Lime is trash.
Yeah, dude. Or
But-
it's just too artificial.
If your favorite
Yeah,
Bud Light
yeah.
Lime,
Okay,
bro,
let me
just check into
rephrase
rehab.
because during that last time when we did a blind taste test, that's the one that Joe and I got because we knew because it's that taste that
Yeah,
you
it's that
cannot
specific.
you cannot mess it up. All right, Orlando, can you give us an introduction to this beer, please?
Yeah, just fucking drink it.
That sounds good.
That's an awesome
Escape to
intro.
Colorado IPA.
Escape to Colorado IPA.
Yeah, when I go to intro, yeah, no, that's
6.2.
super inappropriate.
Oh yeah,
Oh my.
6.2. So
6.2.
so this time
This
we do
one's
go up
stronger?
a little bit.
So this one's gonna hurt
So
me.
this one might be a little
No,
bit
and
more
it is
bitter,
from
no?
Colorado.
It is from out of Colorado.
Brewed and packaged by.
Yeah, I was just
Brewing
gonna say
Company,
that.
Denver,
Yeah.
Colorado.
Oh, sick.
Orlando, you sadist.
Is this not from them? Oh, Epic Brewing,
It is no, it is from Epic Brewing,
but it's from a.
it's
not
from
the
their
one-
Colorado one.
Not from where we just came.
Yeah.
From. Okay.
I done goofed.
Okay, so this is the same company, just different state.
Yeah, it's from the Colorado.
Okay, hold
Okay.
on.
How did you goof?
Right? I
Okay.
already opened it. I pulled a U.
Oh.
3, 2, 1. Yeah. Same process. Let's go around. Starting with Joe, because he's always the most opinionated. And And I
Wait for a second. Let me process my.
you could process yours throughout
Yeah,
three different people.
That's an IPA.
That's the IP.
So what you're saying is it's gonna hurt.
It's gonna
No. Okay, what I'll tell you, what I'm really surprised
He's
at.
coming.
This
out
is
the
an
trenches
IPA.
with This one.
This is for sure. If you have an IPA, this will fall along the lines of what you would expect, but it's not. It is a little bit dry. Nothing crazy. You get a little.
He's like,
I guess
It's only 2% more.
he seconded my comment of saying this is an IPA because he probably doesn't like it. But anyways, yeah, this one's a solid IPA. This
dude,
doesn't blow me out of
one's
the water.
bright
different.
red.
This is it's a little earthy. There's not
It's the Colorado
There's not a
spring
lot.
water.
Yeah, there's not a lot of. I'm not getting a bunch of.
oh, I got a
citrus.
question.
I'm not smelling a lot of citrus either, but I'm getting earth. You know.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
The malts in it are definitely a little
Yeah,
dry.
and I'm getting. It is a little drier, but it's still refreshing. A lot more refreshing than other IPAs I've had.
What was your question?
Yeah, 6.5.
Okay, before we go through the rest of, stop fucking jittering.
I can't, bro. It's like it's got a nasty aftertaste.
Dude, okay, so before we go through the rest of everyone's explanations of this, I want to ask something that I feel like is going to be a hard question to answer. Knowing what they do with the water chemistry, what kind of water do you think is in this beer?
It's gonna be hard.
Ooh, we already have. Okay, we already have.
I think
the
it's
two
gonna
of
be
you
hard
guys.
water because you say how it's earthy, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna have minerals in it.
Okay, but
No, but that's
no, that's the hop.
No,
If we
but,
had,
no,
okay, so,
no, because that's the earthiness of it. Because it has those more minerals in it.
See what you do.
See, if it was soft, right, it would be more of a lager.
Okay,
It'd be
but
a lot
that's
more lighter.
That's if you would have put the hops in at the end of the process.
No,
If you put
well,
the
no,
hops in
I'm
in the
talking about
beginning-
water chemistry.
Water.
Okay,
Water at the
okay,
Water
well, 'cause
chemistry.
we were
What?
talking about
Okay,
hops
so
right
hold
there.
on.
You're going
When-
based off what they start off with.
Yeah,
right?
the
I think-
very
I think
first
soft
thing,
water. I think soft water. Is
because you gotta consider what kind of beer this is, and
Where it's coming from.
yeah. So it is an IPA,
This is a different state though too.
which is traditionally what? Soft water, hard water, in between.
Honestly, I'm not 100% sure. I know IPAs started off was a way to preserve wine. What back in the day is how IPAs were first. It was just because it was old wine, is what IPA started off as, because they didn't have any refrigeration systems and shit like that. So I'm not 100%.
Can you speak into the mic,
Oh
please?
yeah. Do you like what part do you want me to?
No, the original question: what kind of water do you think this is?
I still think on the how it's not super dry. The biggest reason why I think it's soft water is because it's not super dry. If there was a lot of minerals or anything else, I think that would have cut into how this liquid felt going down, in my opinion.
Okay, I could.
Because I don't
could
think
take-
any. Have you guys ever drank soft water specifically?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the only reason why I think that it would
it's
be.
velvety.
It's
It is. Yeah.
It's different.
So Joe, we got your answer.
Yeah.
What kind of water was that?
I think soft.
Soft water. Orlando, without being as long-winded as Joe,
I kind of already explained it, but like, yeah, hard water.
hard
For
water.
sure. He gave it a what? 6.5. You said?
Yeah, 6.5. 5 being average.
Okay,
I'll give it a 6.
6. Okay, so for me, I'm going to have to. Ah, man, the water question is fucking me up.
Good question.
But I
It's a good
think
question.
Good one, yeah.
I think I'm leaning towards soft water.
Bitch.
I think I'm leaning towards soft water because remember how I mentioned a soft water being like more velvety, kind of almost like thick,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and then hard water is more choppy, more whatever, it's more flavorful. But I think for an IPA to really stand out because it is hop what really stands
just
out.
greens.
Hop heavy.
What
yeah.
really stands out in an IPA is the hop that they choose to put in there, or the fruit, or whatever
Facts.
note. You need something that isn't influenced by its binder, so it's being bound with the water. So I think for the hops to really shine, they need something that isn't in any way, shape, or form influenced by the minerals of the water.
You know what? In that isolation, I definitely agree, because mineral water, if you were to take just regular water, or like let's say armored water or something with a really low pH, and you get something with a lot of minerals, you drink this water. One, it feels like it fills up your whole mouth, and it feels like it's really malleable.
Yeah.
Then you go with regular ass fucking water. Then this has a flavor. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
other stuff don't have really a flavor, but this one, like you said, it's more flavorful. It has you can taste the minerals.
There's
if you
minerals.
get something or if you get stuff that has added minerals, bro, you're tasting water. You're tasting the minerals. You're not.
And just as a little side note, none of us actually know what the fuck we're talking about.
Facts.
So
All I know
these
is
are
it
just our
hurts.
guesses. So if someone who's listening to this is a brewer or whatever and actually has that information,
We're sorry.
we'd love to hear the actual answer
Facts.
or what
Sorry.
Or the apology works.
or what you might guess for or what you might think of our assumptions here.
Yeah, because everything I think that we think, I mean, we're not educated super deeply into this. This is more or less just in theory, basically.
Yeah, we're
But
learning.
In my opinion, in theory, you know, and basically going around. Is I
The
think
amount
what
of
you're
knowledge
saying.
that you have,
Yeah.
with the amount of knowledge that you
Yes.
These are all hypotheses, you know what I'm saying? Hypotheses.
And honestly, I guess super side note, since we're adding side notes,
God damn.
these guys at Epic Brewing, I think it's really cool because they were letting us know that they were getting awards and shit for their beer, but after that, they kept tweaking their recipe to make it better. The fact that these guys are making good beer and are willing to be like, this is not the best we can fucking do as of now, and try to make it better is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Be
Really
like,
cool.
all you
To be
can,
honest with you,
it
that's
should
really
only
freaking
be
cool.
uphill from here. Because I doubt they're gonna be like, man, this tastes worse than our last shit. Let's fucking get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I that would just be a bad business move. These
But-
guys, I think, are gonna continue to evolve and continue to get better. And Epic Brewing in fucking Salt Lake.
So like, man,
Fact.
stand behind them too. But anyway, what I picked up from this is the quintessential IPA. It's earthy, it's bitter.
Yeah.
It's got more of the herbatic
Yeah.
notes to it.
And you don't.
The traditional.
Traditional.
Yeah.
It's your
it smells and
traditional IPA.
tastes. Yep.
It's an IPA and it's very well composed. 6.5.
6.5. Nice.
5 being average.
Roy?
What's that?
5 being average.
5 being average.
Yeah. Roy?
Well, I'm not gonna go into detail because I don't have.
Well, I guess the same thing how you said for me because it was perfect, just based on your knowledge.
I like the fact that he put it in glass.
So I need to look at the color. I for some reason I think that it enhances the
Oh, it totally does.
does.
the experience.
It does.
So I think I would go for a 5. Like I'm not
Average?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, I'm not a big IPA person, but
Oh,
yeah,
you're not a big
like
IPA
yeah,
person.
like you hand it to me, I'll drink it. It's 5. It's not much I get from it.
You wouldn't throw it out, but you would at least drink it. It's not nothing you would go pick, but if someone gave it to you,
I see the spectrums of the rainbow going really bad here.
Okay, so before we move on from Roy, now that you have it in glass, what are things that you pick up on it? Like,
Actually-
yeah, take your senses, like how he mentioned to us at the brewery, the cloudiness, the breakdown of the hops of the.
What helps is that we were able to smell the hops
Oh,
before it
beforehand.
goes in, and so I can see that, and that's why I have a better appreciation of it, despite it not being my type of drink. So that's super interesting. And then I'm curious to know at what stage, at what timing they introduced the hops. That would be so cool. to know.
I think it was
Oh,
probably
yeah.
towards the end or
No, depending on the drink.
Can I see it?
Oh no! The
Depending
only
on
reason I
the-
say that is because remember when he said so if you add hops into the very beginning while it's boiling and shit like that, you get it basically down to a molecular level. You get the
really
plants
hazy.
down to its plant matter basically,
shit.
and so that then you'll get an amplified level of tartness or
No,
bitterness.
no.
The hops, right? In the beginning
Yes.
while it's
So
boiling.
not only that, but that also
Affects the aroma and everything
Yeah.
of it, too.
affects the clarity.
Yeah.
So that's how you
Oh.
get your hazies.
You get your hazies that way.
So this one, even though it's not advertised as a hazy IPA, I don't consider that clear.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I'm not a brewer, so.
I think
Again,
it's
we're
hard water, but I guess I don't know the differences personally. I'm gonna throw that. Because I think of minerals, this could be it.
Oh.
Thank you, Roy. But I'm fucking giddy right now. I want one.
Give it to
One.
us.
What do you think?
Take a swig, refresh your palate,
If you don't
and
like
give
it,
us the best description you possibly can.
All right. Well,
Zoom in.
Yes. Close up.
all right. Let's try this again. Take 2. Yeah, no. I will pass. It is rough. It hurts.
Okay, so as
What makes
Well,
it hurt?
I was gonna say, as somebody who does not like IPAs, what is it that turns you off?
Yeah. So what makes it hurt?
It's just a combination of the aftertaste, and for some reason it tastes kind
the
of
initial taste.
the initial, the after, and everything in between. It hurts, but just like for me, it's like soap. Tastes like soap.
I'm curious to ask you, what did you think about the hops in its natural form?
In its natural form, when we were smelling it, it's actually pretty. Like it smells pretty good.
Like flowers.
Yeah, and then just when they do that, it just is a whole different fucking ball game.
I guess also another thing is too, the one that we had smelled was called Zeus, which is 4 different
There's a
ones.
four different one. I wonder
So
what
technically
they
we
did.
did. So technically we smelled a mixed.
A strain.
Yeah,
a mixed strain. Yeah, I wonder what's in
So
this
yeah,
one.
exactly how it's tropical. Do they use 1, 2, 3, or 4 of those? You know what I'm saying? If it like this one right here, do they use one solid hops, or do they mix the flavors, or whatever it is like?
Yeah.
That? So
it
I
comes
wonder
down
what
to
it is.
the what are they called? It's basically the chemistry of the flower,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Something that is more known to be an aromatic additive versus a palatable
Yeah.
additive, being more bitter, being sweeter, adding citrus notes, even though it's not they're not getting that from the fruit, but they're getting it from the hop.
Yeah. And I think I could be wrong. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. I think the hop, when you did it from the beginning while it was boiling compared to at the end when they're doing whatever it is like that, when it's still boiling, you get more of the bitterness, but you get more of the aromatic. But towards the end, if you were to add the hops in towards the end after the boiling and everything, then you actually get more of the hops flavors, the hops flavor,
You're
and not
flipped.
the bitterness.
It's
what I'm
flipped.
saying?
Is it flipped?
Yeah.
It's flipped.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it also
So if
depends-
you put it in towards the end, you get the aroma.
The palate. No, I thought the aroma.
No,
was
you get the
first.
aroma.
You get
Oh,
the
you're
aroma
right,
at
you're right.
the
Yeah,
end.
the
Yeah,
first
because
one's
the
the
aroma gets
palatable one
boiled
because
away
it's
at the
bitter and
beginning.
everything.
Yeah, because it takes more time to break down the plant material down
Yeah,
to
that's
its
right.
molecular
And then
structure.
at the end, you get the more aromatic, less palatable
Yes.
stuff. Okay.
Where that most of that plant matter is broken up, but they'll end up straining it.
Yeah.
And that's more aromatic. It's not embedded itself to the mixture.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I was
And,
trying to clarify.
I was gonna add something to that. Anyway, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Sorry.
Did you give a rating?
Nah, not yet. So as someone who doesn't really like IPAs, and this really hurt me, I give it a 2.
It's not a 0.
It's not a 0.
Why is it not 0?
Why is it not a 0? Because I respect those guys at Epic Brewing, and I ain't gonna soil their name like that.
He was like, but it would have been a 0.
anyone else, 0. But for the homeboy, it's a 2.
Yeah, dude. Shout out to Gus again, man.
He was a super cool guy. If you guys got him as a tour guide,
Again,
Yeah,
I'm sorry for
awesome
all
guy.
you that like IPA. I am a bitch.
We'll get you some chocolate milk after this, dog.
Chalky milk.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, man. See, this is what I fucking like about this tour. Oh shit. Because now we have a better vocabulary to explain this shit,
And
we
an
have
understanding of the
we have an
process.
understanding now. So we're like, oh, it tastes like this because of this,
Our
Yeah.
science
or they
teachers
might
would
have done that, or maybe it's more palatable on the
Mm-hmm.
bitterness scale because they use pellet hops versus flower hop. It's more, this or that.
And the thing is, like, we get to learn how different like the Zeus strain that they did. You know how
Yeah.
they do different, mix different things, to get
some
different
some
flavors,
botany
you
going
know?
on.
yeah.
Yeah,
So beer is science. If you
Oh,
drink
facts.
beer,
beer is a
Drinking
whole
science.
science.
you're drinking science.
That is a nice
that's
pour.
such a nice
Orlando,
crowd.
you just did the nicest pour I've seen so far. Give this man a raise.
Maybe I should decide to pay him.
I don't fucking get
No, you have to. What do you?
I
You
got
have to.
this one.
No, I have to use that
okay.
glass for him.
You
Oh,
have to.
well, go rinse it out, boy.
Do not.
Oh, that's good.
Disrespect his authority.
I think that's a good idea.
Look, I might be
I
a
think-
bitch to
I think it'd
IPAs,
be
but
good. Well-
this is what I'm waiting for.
Stouty
Do we
boy.
have a bottle of water?
No,
Bottle
sir.
of what? Oh, we do.
Donde?
In the fridge, I filled up my flask.
I was gonna say that way you can do a little bit.
Why do you guys keep calling it a flask?
Because I'm an alcoholic.
No, see, it's you and it's you. That shit is a thermos. That is not a flask.
This is not even.
It's fine. He's fine. He's fine.
It's a water bottle.
Oh, as long. Well,
Yeah, I just call it a water bottle too.
Okay, well, let's go from water bottle to flask. It's completely different.
Yeah,
When I
flask
think
is
flask, I
a
think
you have the little flat kind of little curved thing you put in your inside pocket. And
basically
you
a
can drink when
bootleg,
you're
like but metal.
not supposed to.
Yeah, exactly.
If I can fit alcohol in it, it's a flask.
You could put alcohol in anything. You can put alcohol in a baby bottle.
That's
It's
how
not a
it's
flask.
marketed is a flask.
Yeah, facts. See, there's a flask. If you look up the word flask, you'll look at flasks and images. You won't look at what baby bottles. You won't look at fucking thermoses.
You leave
won't
me
look
and
at
my kinks alone.
your kinks.
The baby bottle.
He's like, that nipple gotta be in my mouth.
Oh, jeez. Hey, yo, dude, I know I'm babysitting every fucking.
Oh, you're babysitting, huh, on this one. Says the one who gagged.
Give him, make sure he has. We should probably do this pretty quick. The first person to get it should be the first one, so it should probably be Roy.
Give me yours. That way you can start off.
Oh, yours is.
No, that way he can get a little bit of crown. That's what I'm saying, because the crown's gonna die down.
Oh, it's kind of hard to do it on this one.
Yeah, because
I got the finest pour on this
see that?
one. Oh. Oh my hands.
oh, there you go. There you go. Joe's got the right idea.
Oh shit.
How are you not a bartender?
Because I don't know how to make a Bloody Mary.
His only thing holding him back from his license, Bloody Marys.
Well, it's different being a barkeep versus a
A tender.
tender.
That was a really weird.
There we go. Yeah, it's hard to do the crown on that one.
Yeah, that was a really weird pour.
Hold on, I got you.
Thank you.
That's Joe.
We need to get him.
I'm the one that can't take in public. But if you see me,
We can't take you to public.
Yeah.
just know I might behave myself because I'm allowed to be in public.
This is
So why is the foam? See, I'm
Okay,
new.
so the foam is basically, if you drink coffee, it's basically a creamer. What you can do, actually, what I will, this is your, okay, so since you guys did this last time, can we do this for Roy real fast?
Yes, sir.
Try to drink this without the crown. See what you think. We should have had one warm up for him too. So go ahead and drink that. And then from there, with the crown.
Drink it with the foam.
Yeah.
It's actually
Yeah, see?
Instantly, he's like, okay, I know.
It's different, right?
it's called okay. So it's called head. He just likes to call it crown.
Didn't we go through this?
Yes,
whole
we
ordeal
did. And
last
guess
time?
what, Orlando? I'm gonna bring it up every time because I feel
What
strongly.
the fuck did I end up
Here, do you
calling
want-
it?
do
You
you
called it the hat.
You called
Oh,
it
yeah.
that.
I called it the hat.
Oh, yeah. You want more crown?
No.
Okay.
He's asking if you want a head, dog.
Okay. All right.
Now I want crown.
This fucking guy. He's like, you talk about head? No, I want head.
I think no, but the crown does have flavor to it.
Go
Orlando.
ahead. Drink it out. Drink it out.
Orlando, what are we drinking?
Oh
Yeah,
shit,
you
that's
didn't
right.
name it. Here you go.
Anyways, this is actually
You
called.
can put it down.
They call it the SOB. Not a son of a bitch. It's a son of a Baptist.
It's close enough.
Son of oh, whoa. Okay.
It is obviously if you're watching this, the dark
It is.
color. It is a stout
Stouty boy.
with coffee grains in it.
This be nice.
This is the one I was waiting for.
Oh, which one is this one?
No,
This is
This,
coffee.
this is the SOB. We had this one.
This is the SOB?
Yeah.
Yep.
This
Coffee
is-
wait,
stout
wait.
with cacao nibs.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
It's more coffee, hardly any chocolate.
Yeah,
Like,
mostly coffee.
mostly
The
coffee.
other one is the one that I really want to get my
The
I think
big
right
bad
now,
is the
since
one.
everybody
on.
has Crown. This one, I think, I don't want to rush it, but I think since everybody has a little bit of foam, I think everybody should.
Cheers.
Well, cheers.
Cheers, cheers, cheers. Breaks his glass.
There it is.
This is one of my favorite stouts.
This one's one.
This is
This is a
absolutely
good.
one
This
of
is
my
a
favorite stouts.
good stout.
Son of a bitch, that's good.
Dude, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What about you, Roy?
That's good.
That's good.
Okay,
Oh, okay. Okay. Can we start
hold,
with Roy?
hang on a second. First thing, I want Joe and Orlando combined to explain to Roy the 3 different ways you drink a stout to get 3 different flavors.
Easy.
Warm
Warm. And then with the crown,
and then cold.
and then cold. Yep.
So, yeah.
So tell them or explain to Roy, explain to everyone how it makes a difference and
So-
in what way.
More or less, like I guess it being warm and then being cold. I guess I would compare it to liquor. So with it
Yeah.
being cold, if you were to drink whiskey or something, it takes the burn. If you put it on ice and stuff like that, it eases it, mellows it out just a little bit, dilutes it just a second. So if you have it really cold, in my opinion, that's basically what it does. It gives you a little bit of a smoother hit or a smoother drink. Sorry. And you can kind of taste it and stuff like that. It's just pure, just gonna be in your face. If you're gonna have it warm, while it's warm, you're gonna have different highlights of like if it was like coffee or depending on the malt or whatever it is like that. You'll have a different highlight because I don't know if you guys like, and I think of like a warm Powerade. Like when you have cold Powerade, it tastes awesome. When you have warm Powerade,
I got
it
a
tastes
question.
different.
So why is it that it's warmer? Those different, those other
Those
flavors
different things.
To be
come
honest,
out?
it would I couldn't tell you.
You gotta ask Gus, dude.
Yeah,
That's-
honestly, you would have
That's
to ask
like
the
you're
brewer.
down to like the literal sciences of.
100%. Because if you have okay, so we'll take for example, I have a sanitizer at my work that if it's cold water, it's sanitizer. But if you use the same sanitizer and put it in hot water, it becomes bleach. So it's the different temperature that has the different chemical reaction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So while you have it cold or warm, but if you have Crown, that how I explain it is
Hold on.
basically-
I want Orlando to explain.
Okay, yeah.
Explain which part.
Crown. How does
Oh.
Crown differentiate make your drink different?
So with the crown, right? You have some of those like those gases just kind of come up on it, and you get that initial little flavor from that crown, and then you get the rest of it.
Yeah.
I think it adds a creaminess to it.
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's basically how I told these guys the last time. It's basically if you drink coffee, you have Crown. That's just a creamer. That's all it is basically, and it just smooths it out, gives it like how he said. Just
And
creamy.
honestly, in the same thing, when you go to, I don't know, we'll just say Starbucks, they ask you if you want foam, because you can have a coffee and they'll put foam on top. It's just it lightens it up, it airs it up, and it adds a aerated creaminess that you wouldn't originally get.
yes,
Okay.
And then, Joe kind of covered hot and cold. So you've had it now, Roy, with Crown, cold, and without. Now I'm calling it fucking Crown, dude. You guys are terrible, man.
It is crown. from
It
now
is head.
So I'd rate this 7.
no, I don't want to hear your rating, bro. I want to hear your opinion first.
What are you picking up? What are you tasting?
Good. The cacao,
The cacao.
if I'm not mistaken, it has.
You
Yeah.
can't read. What
Yeah, it does.
It does.
And
It does.
The coffee to me is a little more. It's there.
It's
but
subtle, right? It's subtle.
But the
Yeah.
cacao does come out.
Dark chocolate.
Yeah.
It's good.
Dark chocolate.
Okay. So is that with or without the Crown?
With
With. What was your opinion on it without it? Like if you were to just take this cup, actually, it would, if
Yeah,
you
dude,
wanted
no,
to
if
go
you
ahead,
want,
go
go
ahead.
for it. If you want.
Yeah.
Well, he's there already with his. So.
Oh yeah,
We
it
have a
doesn't
bottle.
really
We have a
any-
bottle too that we could pour more into.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's 100%. My bad.
By the way, do you guys want more?
Another thing, what we should, yes, I would love to have some more, but I think what
In a
we should
second.
do to give you a full understanding of how it changes, because it does, is have a glass and have some sit out to where it warms up. That way he can also have it the third way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think stout is the only version of beer that you can have, in my opinion, multiple ways
Yeah.
and enjoy.
Yep.
Because I cannot
totally
have
agree.
a warm fucking.
You can't
I
have a
cannot
warm fucking beer like
Yes, a warm porter or a warm. No
Lager?
I'm gonna drink it, but I ain't gonna be
a
happy.
warm lager. It tastes so fucking disgusting, dude.
But I could have a warm stout.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have a warm.
And
stout.
that's what I'm saying. I think stout is the only version of like brewed beer that you can have in multiple different ways and still enjoy.
Well, maybe I wouldn't call it warm, but I'll call it room temperature.
Room
Yeah,
temperature,
okay,
something
yeah,
like that. Yeah.
Room temperature. I wouldn't say like, it ain't
Boiling.
no warm
It's
milk.
fucking boiling. This is my actual coffee in the morning.
Okay.
But
Are you gonna finish yours, or can I have some more?
You'll get some more here in a second.
anyway,
Drink it. Just drink it.
What?
Just drink it. It's fine.
so we got Roy's. We got Roy's.
It's Juan, no?
It doesn't matter. We skipped everyone else so we could hear Roy's.
Oh, okay. Who's next? Me?
You, just give us a rating.
I give this one 8.5.
8.5.
8.5.
And this is a guy who is pretty stouty.
I really like this stout. It'd probably be hard. It's going to be really hard to get a 9 or a 10 out of me. Like, that's going to be phenomenal. I will not drink another beer. You know what I'm saying?
Another stout.
Another stout, basically. Or anything of, if anything gets a 9 or a 10, whether it be a porter, fucking lager or a stout, or whatever the fuck, wine, fucking dookie, I don't care. If it hits a 9 or a 10, I probably won't be switching.
Okay.
Or it's going to be like a very familiar fucking thing in my life.
Okay.
He sounds
It's gonna add to the rotation in the fridge. For sure.
Yeah.
Orlando.
I also give it an 8.5.
8.5.
It's a very solid stout. Because this one I feel like you can have it every single different way that we just explained, and it's still gonna taste pretty good.
And be enjoyable.
Yeah.
I want to hear Juan, dude. I'm usually the opinionated one.
No, man.
I know. I'm just giving you shit.
No,
I would love to
well,
hear
here's-
fucking,
here-
like both. Yeah.
Yeah, well, here's the thing with this one. So,
So I get wet about this.
I do. You know what? Just to put it plainly, this has replaced my number one stout.
Oh. Okay.
We still haven't had the other stout.
Okay, well,
was
if
that
I
that whiskey barrel?
if
Well,
I'm
guess
recorrected, no, dude. Actually, the whiskey barrel is like middle low pack,
Okay.
dude. Quintessential Guinness, quintessential Guinness,
See, I was telling him, bro.
dude. The pinnacle of stouts, right? It's the biggest known name for stouts, right? I fuck with Guinness.
good.
I fuck with Guinness, dude. Guinness on tap, perfect.
I cannot blame
This has just replaced it. And when we had it at the brewery,
Super fresh.
oh my god.
Fresh.
That
It's
was
a
she
whole
had it
different-
super fucking fresh.
So super fresh is a whole different ballgame. Yeah.
Yeah, and I almost went full Wolfman on that shit because it was so good. I had to hold back how much I liked it. It was good. It was exciting, dude. I haven't been excited for a taste of a beer in a long time, and this stout has kind of changed it up for me, man. And I'm very excited about it. And I think this one, in my opinion, for what I've tried so far, deserves an 8.7.
Oh, that's the highest rating today so far.
That's fucking awesome. If I may add on to that,
My point.
what I think is super awesome.
Nope, I can't. I can't because
Goddamn.
It's the principle of being a 9 and an 8.
well, it could honestly go both ways, but I think it's a
It's a
I think it's
respectable
above
8.7,
8.5.
You know.
I think it's above an 8.5. But if I try its brother here and it blows it out the water, I'm like, okay, it's deserving of that 8.5. But if it gets fucking, it
It's
totally
outshot.
surpasses it, then it's deserving of a
Yeah.
9.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
definitely
saying.
respectable. I
just
think it has
depends
a
on-
respectable
yeah,
rating.
It just depends on the next one. If he enjoys that one more, then he can go. He has this one to base the next one on.
Facts. And a fun fact, the one that we're actually sampling is supposedly the son of the next one we're supposed to be
It is, yes.
tasting and stuff like that.
Snap.
But what I would also like to add is the fact that I think it was before the last episode that I was involved on when it came to stouts. And I talked to these motherfuckers.
Yes.
I'm the only stout guy who liked, and I was so. I don't know if you guys saw the last one. I was super excited. Even this one right now. The fact we got more than
Dude,
one stout.
that
excites me.
episode fucking totally changed me, dude. Like I swear, because
Dude, it's the crowd. It's the way you drink it.
Exactly.
You know,
it's weird, bro.
I talked to Orlando about this before we booked this trip.
Yeah.
I said I wanted to reference the 4th of July episode when you're like, "What do you think about stouts?" And I said, "I think stouts are trash because I think that they taste like dog ass." And Orlando's like, and you said, "Oh, next time I come on, we should have a stout." And Orlando said, "I'll have a stout. It's not that I don't like them. I just don't drink them."
Yeah.
I said they're dog ass. And now ever since then, Orlando has progressively became a stouty boy.
Yeah.
Dude, straight up, like,
Hey.
dude, like,
Proud of you,
dude,
bro.
like straight up. So from there, we started having stouts when he would come up to Boise.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
And then when we had the Oktoberfest episode, that one that you were on with Jake,
Yeah.
that's when you explained the different ways to drink a stout. And then from there, it just fucking full blossom, dude. It just took off.
He just went down the
Yeah.
I'm
rabbit
so
hole.
happy to hear that, bro.
Yeah, dude.
That's
Because I was the same way. But the thing is, okay, so a little backstory. That's like 5 seconds. I've been drinking coffee since I was 4 years old. Sure, at 4 it was more milk than coffee, but you know it
Yes, it
progressed.
progresses.
Yeah, it progressed. So I've always, and then I've evolved into where I was able to drink black coffee and enjoy it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So once
I love black
once
coffee.
I ended up getting into a stout, yeah,
coffee's
see,
so
that's
good.
why, yeah,
What
okay.
the fuck is wrong with you all?
And then
It's
I ended
called
up
being
getting
adult.
another thing. I love dark chocolate. Dark chocolate
love
is
dark
one of
chocolate.
my absolute. I will eat dark chocolate over milk chocolate and white chocolate any day of the week.
facts.
Anyway,
So I ended up getting dark chocolate notes, bro. I got like almond. I got coffee, bro. Like some
You know,
not even
almond
like
is not
shitty
a
fucking
dark
coffee, bro. I was like, dude, what the fuck is this, dude? Like, and I'm getting a buzz. Like, and that's facts, dude. Facts. I won't fucking lie.
Like,
having
damn.
a mind change was fucking important to me at that time, but whatever. It made me feel good. It tasted fucking awesome. Another thing was I learned you didn't have to drink it cold. You could drink it with fucking foam on the top, which I thought was taboo for beer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On top of warm.
it was.
And you can't, you ain't gonna go to somebody and be like, bro, leave that shit out to warm up for me to drink. You know what I'm saying? Or like, pour that shit and make sure there's
You don't
hella
hear
foam.
a country song and they're like, cracking open the warm beer.
Yeah,
The cold one.
Yeah, facts.
you know?
And so like stouts for me, because I like coffee, so I didn't mind it if it warmed up. Because again, I mean, dude, the different ways you can taste this motherfucker is
Yeah.
awesome, dude.
It's very dynamic.
And it's just one of my favorites. Another thing is because I like the mind change, the percentage is typically a little bit higher.
yeah.
So that's honestly kind of like the price is too. So don't get fucking excited about it.
Yeah, the price is steep,
Yes, facts.
but
But the flavor, the experience of it all. I mean, honestly, before I came on doing the podcast a lot with you guys, I wasn't really into cigars. And now that we've been I even looked in a little bit of culture and shit like that, etiquette and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's super cool. Like just the culture of itself is awesome to be a part of and just to kind of witness and fucking learn from, you know.
yeah.
So I think just with like stout culture, I think is I mean, I wouldn't say stout culture, but beer and stout, they're specific.
Craft beer.
Yeah,
Craft,
their
yeah,
craft. I
yeah.
think is super interesting, super tasteful, and I think it is just super awesome that the fact that it can be enjoyed in multiple different ways opposed to just like
absolutely.
a linear way of just like if you hear beer, you're just thinking beer. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you think beer, you think frat party
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You think-
versus
Kegs, fucking
yeah.
just whatever's cheap type shit, fucking piss water, or whatever. You know,
Good old
I'm not
Keystone.
trying to- yeah, exactly. I'm not shitting on beer, but like that's what I would hear.
Keystone is not piss water.
I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying. Like,
Oh, he
people
totally did.
People are referring to other beers as piss water. You know. What I'm
Anyway, yes.
saying? But
So, what would you give this?
What?
8.5,
I give it
8.7.
8. I give it
8.7.
8.7.
8.7.
I did 8.5, 8.7, 7.
7.
Oh, that's pretty good.
7.
I don't
It's
have
not.
much experience with
It's
these. I
yeah.
don't
look,
have
see,
no
and
base.
Yeah, if your number's low, bro, give it your fucking.
and
number.
like here's the thing is I'm on the same boat as him.
What'd
this
you
is
say?
this is my.
What'd you say?
This I haven't said anything. This is my second stout. Period.
Second stout
Yeah,
ever.
because the first one we had was on the 4th of July.
Did you try it with fucking Crown or just?
We had what stout? What stout did we have?
We had
Dragon's Milk.
Dragon-
no, that was the first time.
We talked
Right.
about Dragon's Milk. We didn't have it.
Yeah,
There's a
Dragon's Milk
different
is in
one.
whiskey
We
barrel
had one
aged.
on the 4th of
He
July.
wasn't
episode.
there.
I had one. Wasn't it the 4th
You
of
weren't
July?
there.
I wasn't
No,
there.
it was me, Jake.
4th of July?
No,
Yeah,
it was
didn't
me.
we have one on the 4th of
It was
July?
We did.
We did. I know we did because
we
They
did
might-
have
they
one on
might
them.
not have been the 4th of July. I think ours were different because it was me, Jake, Juan, and Orlando.
Well,
in your house.
Well, I was on the 4th of July, but I know we had a stout because I clearly said this was my first time having a stout, and I said that this wasn't that bad.
I think we had stouts twice. The very first one was before that with me, you, him, and I think you were there. The second time we had a stout was when it was the whiskey barreled one because the first
That was
time Dragon-
Oktoberfest.
That was
Oktoberfest, yes.
Yeah, see?
Oktoberfest was me, you, Jake, and Orlando, and that's when we had the whiskey barrel aged stout.
And we had Juan on. I don't know.
I've been
It
on
was
two.
the one before that.
I've been
yeah.
on two. I've been on the first one and the 4th of July. This makes the third.
So yeah, so having nothing to like base it off of, like I understand that if you drink these and you drink several, you can kind of like output. Okay,
get
it's
an
up
idea.
here. So this being this is like right here.
I
acknowledge
respect
it's
that
good.
7.
I like the cacao.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. And the coffee.
Yeah.
See,
So basing it off of that, it's good. So
Yeah, no,
but I can't.
I agree
Is
with
this a returnable item? For
See,
you?
I-
Not
I-
returnable.
I-
Is this something you would return to? Is it something you would?
I would
purchase?
visit.
Okay.
I would visit.
I would have to agree. I would visit this. I do agree with Roy. This is something different, and I didn't really get the cacao, and that's cool because
Yeah.
different
I
taste
did
buds.
not get the chocolate.
Yeah, see,
I get a
I
lot
do,
of
I
coffee.
do, I do, and that's
See,
why I like it.
That's what I think is cool is we all have different taste buds.
Yeah.
We all taste different things. I didn't get the cacao. I did get the coffee though. That was a heavy thing for me. And Joe said he loves black coffee. I love black coffee. I gotta give this an 8.2.
Oh my god, bro! I did not expect to hear that. That's a
This one's really good. This is probably my favorite style. I've only tried 2, but this set the standard.
fucking top.
God damn.
Yes.
So you don't like IPAs, but you like
Listen
this.
to me, man. I have a bitch taste. Okay.
Buddy,
They're
like-
out here setting standards, bro. I'm telling you, these brewery fucking setting standards.
But this is literally one that I would go out of my way and go and buy. I will fight anyone who says otherwise.
Okay.
For now, until I
Nothing
find
for you
something
guys
better.
next?
But I love coffee, so this is up there.
That was a good. I like this conversation. That was sick. I thought that was sick.
I agree.
Keep your
I think
keep your
we should-
cup.
Yeah.
Keep your cups.
So, let's knock out this last beer, and then
Wait, did you guys rate it?
yeah.
Yeah, we all rated it. I
come
was
on.
the
8.5.
last one.
I'm
You literally
Oh, that's
repeated
right.
all.
8.5, 8.7, 7,
7, 8, 2.
Okay.
All right. Keep your
My
cups, because everybody's gonna grab.
Wait, can we do the stout last? I would love to do the stout last.
This
is
is
it.
the last one.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, okay. I see why I'm confused.
Come on, big body bucket, dude. Come on, son. All right,
So-
3, 2,
No, wait. We're gonna open them, but then we're gonna put them in the cup.
Yeah, no, that's
3, 2.
Crispy.
That was right in my eye.
Oh man, look at this.
Ooh, this is dark, huh?
It's dark. Oh shit.
This is dark.
Yeah, this is stain your clothes type shit, bro.
this is
Bro, that's fucking amazing.
yo,
Bro,
yo,
try
straight
the
up.
foam. Try the foam.
This
alone.
this right here, whichever
Bro.
camera, that is fucking 10W30 right there.
That's some motor oil.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna taste so good.
All right. All right. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, boys.
The foam itself first.
Good googly.
It's different, right, bro?
Good googly
Do we
moogly.
have another cup?
Holy
I want to
fuck.
fucking pour this without fucking crown.
Good googly.
Just drink it out of the can.
No, not for me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's smart. Yeah, try it.
That's
out the can,
why-
see what you think different.
Sir.
Sorry. I'm super wet over the fact that we have a version of stouts. Like,
So
I don't know. I'm super excited. Like, when I got first introduced, Lewis introduced me to stouts. My brother, which none of you have seen, or I'm not sure how much we've actually brought up his name. He was part. He's
We brought
a
up
year
his
older
car.
than me. Huh?
We brought up his car.
legendary car.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Rockford Fosgate sound system.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We did.
And fucking, but yeah, he was a Guinness, and it was and then from Guinness he got stouts, this big ass case, and I was like, dang, I was like,
you
these
went to town
are
on that.
dark, and he was like, yeah, man, these are good. So I tried it, bro, and I was like, I was kind of the same. I was kind of on the fence, and then I took like another one, and I was like, dude, this is weird. This is beer. And he fucking told me. I was like, dude, I freaking like this, dude, because it was different. It was a shift, and then I was like, and then once I was like, okay, I acknowledge this being beer or whatever it is, but just like acknowledging beer can taste like this blew my mind, and fucking like this is my flavor. This is my fucking go-to.
Okay.
Should we start again?
All right.
With, Roy?
Yeah, let's start with Roy again.
It only
Roy,
makes
what'd you get?
sense.
I liked it. I did. So now this is beer number 2 stout that I've tried.
Yeah.
So coffee.
So same.
Remember-
yeah, so same thing. It's
remember,
a coffee, but
this-
it's different.
This
Yeah,
is
this one's
supposed to
different.
be the dad of the last one that we had.
Yes, this one actually has more chocolate, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's whiskey barrel
And
aged.
it's whiskey barreled, which I think is really cool.
You know, I feel like me like talking about it doesn't do it justice as like
No,
like,
yeah, I get
the
that.
more of the more seasoned.
Honestly, I
that.
think it
I
does
really
more
do.
justice. I think somebody who doesn't know or have a lot of experience but has a personal opinion of it, of like a personal experience with it, I think goes a long way because I'm biased. You know what I'm saying?
Here's how I see it is I don't care how much stouts you drink or whatever is your forte.
Yeah.
What I care about is everyone's different palate is different.
Exactly.
So those differences is what I try to pick up on.
Okay.
So for instance, not reading the label, say you pick a malty, smoky, marshmallowy, oaky, and then I take a sip and I think about it and I wash it over my palate and I'm like, oh,
You're trying to
This
pick
is
out the
what
flavors, right?
I can see that, but I'm like, no, this is a little spicy. This is a cherry cask. This is
Exactly,
cherry.
yeah.
You know, this
Okay.
is how I'm trying to see it because if someone who doesn't have an experienced palate tries to describe something, I want to see what is the initial thing that they say that because a person that doesn't have an experienced palate goes for the obvious.
Okay.
Goes for the obvious. So for me, if I have an experienced palate, I'm trying to pick up small keynotes
Yeah.
and I might be missing the big chunks.
Okay.
So a person who doesn't have an experienced palate says, "That's marshmallow."
Yeah.
I'm like, didn't even
I did-
overcomplicated that.
I'm over here thinking about what kind of wood it was casked in.
Yeah. So
But
Which we know.
which
Yeah,
you know,
which you know
they
is-
have two different types
it's
of wood
bourbon
there,
barrel
yeah.
stout, right?
It was
They had
bourbon
two-
barrel
they had
style.
two different ones.
Bourbon or wine?
Or
Well,
wine,
if it's
yeah.
out of Kentucky, it's a bourbon.
It's a bourbon,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then I think he said that they had one from here locally that was
It was wine casks.
Wine cast, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
I think
This one.
I think
Son.
it's cool
Son
having
of a Baptist is Son of a Baptist is in the wine aged barrels.
yeah,
and
and
then
this was the
one,
whiskey barrel.
Yeah, this one's whiskey.
And
barrel.
this one is
No,
added with
they didn't whiskey. They didn't.
No,
barrel
they
that
didn't.
one.
They just didn't add enough chocolate compared to this one.
They
This
didn't
one has
add any
more.
chocolate.
They didn't.
it's
No,
all coffee.
no,
It's
no.
straight-
They did add chocolate to it.
Just a bit.
Not as much.
Yeah,
And they don't barrel age it.
yeah. This one just goes straight from the little barrel they got. The
Yeah, the
big
fermenter.
Which one is
straight
wine
bottle.
barrel then?
It
It's a
was
different
the
one. It's the
peach.
the
Oh,
peach,
that's right,
the
sours.
brainless one.
Yeah, the
brainless,
brainless.
the brainless.
series, you're
And
right.
I would recommend that brainless series. That peach one was really good.
Yeah.
But
Joe, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
oh
off.
no,
Go
no,
ahead.
you're good. I thought we were gonna get his.
Okay,
Yeah,
so,
that
so
number?
I was thinking about it a lot.
Fucking motor oil, dude.
Yeah,
That's dude.
that's
That's
fucking
that's
fact.
what I
that's
said.
darker than my soul and thicker
Bro.
than a Snickers, dude. That is.
You could have fooled me. This
That's-
looks like my Subi's oil.
Yeah, dude, that's 6,000 miles. You skipped an oil change to get to this fucking part.
I'll say that now,
damn, that is good.
like previously, I said that I didn't really have like many
Oh, I know. My poop's gonna be
experiences
dark.
with this type of beer.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I would now say that this is a 7 and the last one's a 7.5.
Okay, see, that's what I like to hear because that's his honest and first.
So like
First
I
opinion.
don't like this as much as the previous one.
Okay.
But I do get like I personally thought like this one has like a pretty like collective coffee and chocolate cacao.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna ask, did you taste more of the cacao in this one than the last?
Yeah.
Because it's, yeah, I was gonna
Yeah, but also like coffee too. But
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Because I don't know how much more chocolate they added on this one, but I kind of wanted to see if he would have
You know what? It's
tasted at least a little more, you know?
So you gave it a 7 instead of a
okay,
7.5.
you know what? I'm gonna reassess and say 6.5.
So
okay.
okay.
6.5, and I think the last one you said was 7.5.
No, just 7.
I'm gonna remain at
You said it was a 7 on that last one, right?
So
This
it
one,
stays
7.5.
Okay, so it stays a 7. This one is a 6.5, right?
No, well, shoot, you know what?
It's hurting him. Like he's trying to.
6.5, and then the last
Okay.
one's gonna stay at a 7.
Okay.
Okay.
I can respect that.
Yeah, that's respectable. That's still above average, even for somebody who doesn't.
Who's never really,
Yeah.
gone out
Joe,
the
shoot
way.
me a number.
I want to hear his. I really do.
6.5. 6.75.
Oh.
6.75, lower than
the
Son
lower
of
than the
Baptist.
sun.
Oh.
So you
Because-
didn't like this one as much.
I wouldn't say I didn't like it as much.
What was
It
it?
being a parent doesn't seem like a parent. What it seems like a sibling.
Oh. Okay.
I don't think so.
That's. Dude, that's
No,
totally different
I-
than what I thought.
I'll wait until I get my chance.
Yeah, I thought the coffee levels really similar. Dark
Which is supposed to be.
chocolate notes really similar. This one gets a little bit more at the S end, a little bit, and that's if you're that's if you're looking for it. You know, if you get an initial flavor, you're not gonna get the secondary unless you're looking for it. From what I've noticed in stouts.
It's a little
'Cause
twang.
it's either gonna be a little
little
bit
twang.
marshmallowy, or it's gonna be solid. It's gonna be solid coffee with a little bit of
A little
marshmallow.
twist.
Yeah, and I don't think it was enough to differentiate itself from its supposed
Predecessor.
yes
Or successor.
or
Successor. Yeah, successor. Sorry.
I don't think
excuse me.
I don't think it changed too much to be a successor. It's basically a copy image, in my opinion.
Bro, that's really interesting. I thought he would have like.
All right,
this one
so
over.
here's what's your rating? Oh yeah, 6.75.
Yeah.
That's
So
insane.
here's what I think of it. So yes, you do taste more of the chocolate, the dark chocolate in it. But I also consider the whiskey barrel aged because it's sitting there together, melding for a little longer. So I think that these flavors, the coffee and the chocolate, have welded a little bit better together
With the
which is-
whiskey.
with the,
I was gonna say it. You
with
can taste
the
a
barrel
little bit
age.
of the barrel age. Yeah.
Yeah,
which
that's
I
true.
personally I enjoy. I enjoy a very good, well mixed coffee. So I will give this a 9.
Oh.
That's a
okay.
That's a fucking good score.
That is
Okay.
a statement and a half right
Yeah,
there. That is
Okay,
a
so-
statement and a half.
For this, I thought about it, and so far the trend is going in a downward motion,
It is a very mixed review.
and I think I'm going to follow that
Uh oh.
because hold on, let me give it my rating. I'm gonna give it a 6 because I do think it is a mighty tasty beer. It is well composed. It is
Yes.
packed with flavor, and it coats your palate. But there are things that I think were corrected in SOB,
That they
the
haven't
successor
Yeah,
of
I was
this.
gonna
Yes.
say.
So I think that this one, it was a hit initially, of course, because they said it was their most selling beer or whatever, and I understand that because it's a damn good beer.
It is. It
Facts.
is.
But I think when they made
The sun.
its successor, the son of this beer, they fixed what was wrong with it initially.
Facts.
So I think that this is a little bit lower on the scale. And
I
the
agree.
things that I think that they fixed were, one, the viscosity. This is fucking thick. This is thick.
It is. It is like
is
more,
fucking-
it is motor oil. It looks
This
like my
is
Subaru's
thick.
oil that I haven't changed.
This is like heavily steeped coffee.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that that's adding to the twang. Maybe, I don't know, the duration
It
of the
could be.
fermentation, maybe something along those lines.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna stick to my guns and say this is a 6, and its successor, SOB, is better.
It's better. I agree in that statement. 100%.
Bro,
I was
that's-
really
that's
excited to try the parent,
That's what I
but
just did.
more
when-
disappointed in more or less of it. Not because it's bad, but because it reveals itself as the cornerstones to the successor.
Yeah, and
Yes,
you
yes.
can and you can see where they like tweaked and fixed it.
You can see.
know?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's solid.
The progression. You can
Yes.
see the
I
progression.
really do like that we got to try both.
Yeah,
I
dude.
really do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
it's
reason why I
insane.
picked them both
It's
up.
light and
Yeah.
day.
I wonder how
Honestly.
we would have approached it if it would have been the
If we-
flip side.
yeah,
So
I was
we
gonna
did
say.
this one first and the other one
And then the try.
Well, it's because so like the way that shout out again to Gus.
Yeah, dude. Gus is
The way that he set it up, I think, is the way that we should definitely taste beers from
From
here
now on. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. I
Start off with your lighter stuff, and then end up with your darker stuff at the end.
If it wasn't for him, I would have never really gone back into tasting beer. But that Locos one we tried is hands down better than Corona. Any
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
And
I
Corona's-
can name a good amount of beers better than Corona right now.
Listen, man, I'm not a beer guy.
Well, that's the thing, dude.
Yeah, true.
Okay, here's exactly why I like that statement, because Corona is one of the number one,
Names.
most nationally,
identified,
actually no, globally,
Yeah,
Globally,
globally
yeah.
sold
It's like
beers.
one of the biggest beers globally.
Yeah, one of the biggest beers in the entire world, and I can name like at least 10
I was
beers
gonna
that
say
are better
like, at
than
least,
them
yeah,
right
like
now.
10 or 15 that are up higher than Corona.
That's awesome. The fact that there are some of them are local.
Yeah,
and-
well,
yeah, and
or the
fact-
majority.
yeah.
just local to Idaho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is our first branch off to
Yeah.
first committed branch off to a new state, to
Okay.
Utah, because we have had from Oregon and Washington before.
Oh yeah.
But this is our first committed full episode to a
To-
different
to a-
state's
yeah,
To a
brewery.
whole state's local brewery, yeah.
And
and,
they're coming in heavy
I
handed.
want to
yeah,
say, I want to say,
Epic
yeah, dude,
Brewing
hell
bro,
yeah,
has
they got
set
good
the
foot
stage.
speed.
They're
These
throwing
guys
some
are
mitts,
fucking
dude.
going,
They're
dude.
throwing mitts.
So I don't know for you guys, but Epic Brewery literally set the
bar.
bar high.
Yeah,
they
for
did.
you.
In,
Yeah.
in terms of how local beer can be this diverse.
Yes.
These guys are putting on a show, and
And they've only
everyone
been around since 2009.
2009, dude.
Yeah.
2010 was the first time they actually
yeah.
released.
And they've outgrown the place.
And
Yep.
yeah, Gus
These
said,
guys are
Oh, yeah.
12
Gus-
years old, man.
Gus
These guys-
said they've outgrown that place.
Yep.
I think I wouldn't doubt if later on, if we do revisit these guys, or if you guys get a chance to revisit these guys,
different location.
they
bigger
have a
fucking area.
bigger facility.
Yeah.
Making more stuff. You know,
Juan, hit us with your thoughts.
you guys are gonna I don't know how surprised you're gonna be, but I prefer this.
Oh, really?
That
Yeah.
surprises me.
I prefer this over this.
Yes, there we go.
Wow.
I don't know if it's the fact that
You
it's,
prefer the predecessor.
Over the sun.
yes.
Yeah, over the
Okay.
successor.
I think it's the difference in how thick it is and how more
John likes the thickness.
Listen to me, don't take this out of context, but I like it. All right.
I like them thick.
But I do like that I get a little more hint of chocolate.
Yeah.
It's probably because of my
Yeah.
sweet tooth, but dude, honestly,
That could
this is for me. I like this.
It's more your taste.
It probably is.
Yeah, I
This-
honestly,
It
if
may
you're gonna
not
go
do
that
that-
way in a sweet way type of stuff, or if
It-
you, like you said, a sweet tooth type.
Yeah.
It may not be his palate. It might just be his taste.
Yeah.
It might be that, but don't get me wrong. This set the standard high for me.
Uh-huh.
But this
That's a solid
right,
stout. Yeah.
That right there is the bar.
But this
S-
right
SOB
here,
is a good
yeah,
start.
this right here kind of just by the marginist of things above it,
I like that.
I like that too.
Hit me with a number.
And I want to give it it's what I give this one. I can't remember. It was like a
You gave it an
8.2.
8.75.
8.7.
I gave this up.
I gave 8.2.
Oh, 8.2. Okay.
If I say it's the marginist of things, this is probably an 8.3.
Oh wow!
Just
It's
by
not-
margins. That's
yeah,
what I'm
it's
saying.
not
Just by
much bigger,
margins.
but it's
I
something.
think, like I said, I think it's probably just a tiny bit more of cacao that they added.
Okay.
So you would say that the Big Bad Baptist is an 8.3, and then the Son of the
Son is an
Baptist
8.2.
is an 8.2.
And I think that's just solely personally on preference.
Well, no,
Yeah,
you can
no, I
you
think
you
that's
can
fine.
rate anything.
I
however
gave
you
it a
want
9.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gave it a 9, but you've had more experience with this. This is like,
But overall-
this is my third, and I think this set the standard for me.
Averaging, this is coming up pretty high for this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
facts.
this-
dude,
I
this
was gonna
whole
say-
fucking brewing company is averaging out fucking high.
And that's why they're one of the. This
Yeah,
is Utah's
and they're getting
best,
awards.
right?
Yeah, this is
Utah's,
best
brewery.
that we went
Yeah.
to.
So these guys know exactly what they're doing and they exactly know what
What's
they're
that?
And if they
pumping
don't,
out.
they're on their way to.
My
finding
rating
out.
was a 6.
See, so you 6. I think you gave it
Mine was
7.
6.5.
6.5. You gave it what? 7, Joe?
something like that.
7, a 9, and an 8.3. This is averaging out.
I think it was a 6.5.
You were 6'5" too.
Yeah. Either way, this is averaging. If you average it all to total, it's probably like a high 7 or a 7, mid 7.
Yeah.
Which is still really good.
For sure, man. So that was our last one. I had a fucking blast.
Facts.
I had a fucking blast going over all these beers with y'all, sharing our ratings, sharing our insight, and sharing a little bit of the information that we got. Hopefully, it makes us a little bit
We
better
fucking
hosts.
learned.
Yeah, for me and Orlando, I hope it makes us a little bit better host to you guys.
I hope you're watching, Mom. I learned something.
And I'm getting fucked up.
Yeah.
And I'm getting turned.
So,
Take that, school.
so before we close this episode out, I just wanted to add one last thing. This is going to be our last event of this weekend, and I wanted to let you guys or fill you guys in on what we got going on. And I want Juan to fill us in. Juan, what are we doing after this?
So after this, we are going to head down to the complex, and we're going to go watch Adventure Club.
Adventure Club. So here's what we're gonna do. We had this weekend, and we went to an escape room. We went to a brewery tour. We're doing a podcast, and we're gonna end this to celebrate this time with our friends to really close this night out.
Exactly.
As we're gonna go, yeah, this is our little vacation we got going on. We're gonna go get loose, get nutty, have a good time. We're gonna go see Adventure Club and Bear Grylls, and yeah, we're just gonna get we're gonna get ravey up in here, and it's gonna be crazy. And this is how, we really have to cap off the weekend in the right way, man.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
We came in high energy. We're gonna get out of here high energy.
Yeah.
It's a break behind the desk for me.
Yeah, it's a break behind the
I think,
desk.
yeah, it's a break
it's
for
the break in the
everyone.
monotony, the nightlife, the
night
every
shift life.
single night shift that Juan works, the days on the road for Joe, the every single day managing babysitting a bunch of people for Orlando.
For real.
I mean, he kind of did that with us today.
Yeah, no, he's doing his own thing. He's good. He's chilling, and it's a break for me from the stresses of life.
Facts.
And this is, let's get
this-
wild, let's get nutty, and I hope all you guys enjoy this episode and love it through and through, heartful, just the way that I am with all of y'all. And hey, before I let this one go, y'all want to say anything else?
I do. I want to say thanks to everyone who watches these guys. I want to say everyone who supports these guys. These guys are, trying their hardest. I think it's a really cool idea. They're trying out different local brews, from different places. I do like that. I do like that a lot, that they get their fresh and honest opinions with it. It's something that I kind of look forward to. So when I go to the store, I'm like, oh, I see something that these guys review.
Yeah.
I look at and I'm like, do I want to try it based off if they say it's negative? I want to say what I say, or do I want to take their opinion and say, okay, it's knowing me, I'm a bitch with IPA, so I'll stay away from it. Stay in my own lane. And I thank these guys for having me on the show 3 times. I do appreciate these guys. And
It's OG.
it's OG.
Oh, dude, Fly Like Sora's got another album that just dropped.
Yeah. Fly Like Sora. Look him up. Fly Like Sora.
Dude, thank you guys.
It's crazy badass. It's so good.
It's something different. I'll say that. It's something different from the lo-fi stuff I've, been making. It's more, I want to say, how would you say, like modern hip hop?
Well, whatever you want
More
to
mainstream.
label it as.
More mainstream. With
It is fucking good.
Yeah.
He has his beats on published records through Urban Architects and NYC. Check him out. Fly Like Sora, amazing producer, amazing artist. Check him out.
I want to, and one more thing. I want to give a shout out to my a new friend I made from Australia. He's actually on the new album. Young Majin Kami. He's just a random guy who hit me up. We became really close friends, and he was on the project.
Shout out.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Connecting, bro.
It's
Yeah,
going
networking.
global. It's
Networking.
global. It's honestly going global, and I didn't think I'd make it this far. So
For
I
sure,
honestly want to thank you guys too.
I appreciate that, man. We love having you here. Joey, anything? Roy, anything?
Yeah, no, I appreciate the opportunity to be out here to spend time with you guys. To spend more time with him, I don't think we've like met more on a personal level.
Nah, not really, man. It's really cool hanging out with you, man. Honestly, it really is.
And I haven't seen Joe in years.
It's been a fat minute.
Yeah.
He's been a dad.
Yeah.
So I mean, damn. And so I also my third time. I was like, how many times have I been on? Yeah.
It is his third time.
It's his third
and,
time.
and it's
Joe's,
Joe's.
yeah, your
and
Halloween.
It's technically Joe's third time too.
No,
Third or fourth.
go
I think my
forward.
first. Yeah, I
He's
think
been
my.
through the October one.
Yeah, my
Fourth.
first one was not allowed. for
Okay,
the
well,
public.
technically, if you want to be
Because
technical,
I was a little
Technically, it's
sloshed
his
for the
third.
first episode.
Technically, it's his third, but if you guys want to see the
If we're splitting hairs.
Yeah.
Not,
Yeah,
not
what
for no
is-
reason. Am I a subscriber of Patreon?
Yeah.
So I'm so.
Shout out to Patreon guys.
Which-
you guys gotta hit it up.
Which I'm not gonna lie, we've left them bad because we
Yeah.
just haven't had the time.
It's hard though when you guys are both having full-time jobs.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to hit up the Patreon and hit up stuff, you know.
Now I think about it that way. So I enjoy the content. So every month for I don't know how many months now.
For sure.
He's
Well-
paid a rack.
Yeah. He's paying for this whole production, but he just doesn't know it. God.
And good friends, good company.
I appreciate that, Roy. Thank you so much,
The love
bro.
is real with all of us, guys.
Yeah.
Love is real with all of us.
Yeah, I think mine, honestly, I enjoy just being around everybody. You know what I'm saying?
same,
Like Orlando, Juan, Roy, I've known these guys for fucking years. I mean, I've always been kind of the goofball, but I just love spending my time with these guys. Like, these guys are awesome. They're a blast. We definitely always have adventures, whether we're driving in reverse downhill or if we're
not
just
get
fucking
me
tasting
started on
beer in a
that.
fucking factory. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love just hanging out with these guys. These guys are my brothers. These guys are my family, and I always support.
For sure, man.
Me and Joey get along really good with our comedic timing sometimes.
I need to pee really bad.
Orlando closing thoughts, man.
Please.
Yes, I need to pee.
I do too.
The
can
brews
hold
have been great. The times have been amazing. The adventures that we've had so far have been top notch. These are going to be in my mind for a while,
Absolutely.
and we still got a couple more to do after this.
Yeah, that's true. I really do think that's true.
And I'm looking forward to it. Let's go to a fucking rave. Close us out.
All right, man. Last things I gotta say. This is our 1 year that we're gonna be marking off,
1
and
year.
ever since we started, it's been a fucking blast. And I thank everybody who's ever listened to this. Every single beer we've ever had, every guest who's ever been on the show, you guys are fucking amazing. We wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you guys, and if it wasn't helping us so goddamn much. Thank you for all the good times, and I hope they never fucking stop, man. This is one for
This
the
was
Broken
for you
Barstool.
guys.
This is one for
Shit,
all the
give me that,
guests.
give me that,
This
give
is
me that,
one
give
for
me that.
everyone who's ever fucking pressed play on this on any sort of platform. I thank you guys so much. Here's to
for you
1
guys.
year from the Broken Barstool, and as always, be safe and stay thirsty.
Love y'all.
Salud.
Salud.